Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight some of the Steam game deals under the price of $3. Yes, we've got some super cheap game deals in this video to go over. And on top of that, one of those games is free that we'll highlight right off the top. This is a free Steam game. It's available until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, so I thought I would reiterate that. But outside of that, we got some great deals. As always, some stuff we typically mention, but I tried to mention some lower key games in there as well, trying to broaden my horizons. I know I've seen comments saying I gotta expand my palette of games, and then, you know, there's never pleasing everyone, and I get it. It's kind of pointless to go on this tangent. Like, if I mention smaller games, there are gonna be people that come out and comment, hey, these games are trash, and then if I mention the same games that I think are bigger marquee titles, people are gonna be like, hey, you mention these games all the time. So I get it. You can please some of the people, some of the times you can't please everyone every time. So hopefully somebody watches these videos, finds a game that they like, interests them, and, you know, I get the views and subscribers, you know, that's what I'm after. But no, seriously, let's get right into it, and let's start things off with, again, available free right now is Death Fungeon. This is coming from Grab the Games, and they've been giving away a lot of games, so even if you're not super into it, it's free. A puzzle platform game with both stealth and parkour elements. Use your wits, cunning, and agility to escape this deadly prison. Take the stealthy approach, progressing slowly, hiding and staying out of sight, or utilize your athleticism to wall jump, ledge grab, and speed run your way to freedom. Mostly positive reception on this one. 69 user reviews, 73% positive, so that is available for free. Now, let's get to the games that you gotta pay some money for, but they're all under $3. Let's kick it off with the game that I go to bat for all the time. Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut is 85% off for $2.99. I played this game back when it initially came out in 2011 on PlayStation 3. Then I played it on PC. Then, most recently, I did another playthrough of this game last summer, and going back and playing through this game, you know, some games that are a decade plus old, you go back and play and you're like, this game hasn't aged all too well. I think I appreciate Deus Ex Human Revolution even more playing it a decade after it came out, 12 years after it initially came out, because this game, from a design standpoint, is so well done, because it doesn't have the biggest worlds and the biggest levels to go through. However, what options that they were able to offer within the levels of this size, that's what I want. I want density in my game levels and game worlds. A lot of these open worlds is so much emptiness, but Deus Ex, it just feels like it was crafted fairly meticulously, and I really just appreciated that about the game in terms of offering you all of these various options and how to tackle the game. Just a wonderful game. I highly recommend it, and great story, obviously as a direct sequel in Mankind Divided, but I feel like the franchise is probably going to be iced, and I don't know if we're going to get another Deus Ex title, which is just such a bummer, because this series I feel like has so much legs to it, and it doesn't have to be the biggest budget game in the world, man, but just something within this setting, within this genre, I think would do very well. But yeah, $2.99 on that. Director's Cut has the Missing Link DLC baked into it. Great time there. Next up, we have Severed Steel, 90% off for $2.49. Game's got an overwhelmingly positive reception with 4,081 reviews, and very much an FPS, but also with some Mirror's Edge vibes to it. Really cool in that regard. You play as Steel, a nimble one-armed sharpshooter on a mission. There is no reloading. Pick your shots well, and be ready to pry a loaded weapon from your enemy's cold, dead hands. Stylish combat, dodge bullets, leap off walls, sidekick, throw weapons, do whatever it takes to come out on top in intense and frenzied firefights. Fully destructible environment is noted as well. A dynamic AI, firefight mode, campaign mode, rogue mode, accessibility, and a level editor with Steam Workshop support as well. $2.49 if you want a fast-paced, you know, action FPS. You'll find that here with Severed Steel. $2.49 on that. Next up, we have BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend, 85% off for $2.99. BlazBlue's got a soft spot in my heart. The last fighting game that I was really into in terms of I was playing it to get good was BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, and that game came out in June of 2009. So I've been a washed up old man when it comes to fighting games for a very, very long time now. But BlazBlue, in terms of aesthetics, in terms of style, style. It's just got so much flashiness to it. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Arc System Works knocks it out of the park in that regard. The visuals are great, and I love the character designs. I think the game is just great. You know, you're not gonna go online and find a ton of people online, but I still think it's worthwhile to go through. Continuum Shift is $2.99. Calamity Trigger is $1.49. And you can get the BlazBlue collection for $13.46. But yeah, fun time to be had. And, you know, don't expect something that you're going to get a ton of replayability out of at this stage of the game. But a fun fighting game. And the single player is straight insanity as well. Like, it's kind of hard to follow. BlazBlue narratively has just always been kind of out there. But a good pickup nonetheless. And I would definitely recommend it. Next up, we have Frostpunk. 90% off for $2.99. 11-Bit Studios does some of the more compelling games in all of gaming right now. I truly do believe that. You look at their output from This War of Mine, which more on that in a little bit, Frostpunk, Frostpunk 2, and most recently The Alters. They just do some of the most unique games in all of gaming, and I feel like they have some attention in that regard, but they deserve more. And Frostpunk is an incredibly compelling and engaging city builder survival title. Incredibly, like, emotional as far as a city builder can go, but I had a great time with it. I would recommend you to get the Game of the Year edition, which includes all the DLC. That is $7 though, so that's a little bit pricier, but $2.99 on that. Give that a recommendation. Next up, I know Halloween just passed, but I gotta give a shout to Costume Quest. 80% off for $1.99. Overwhelmingly positive reception on this. 1,800 reviews, 95% positive. A Halloween adventure from Tim Schafer's Double Fine Productions. In this charming role-playing game, choose your hero and trick-or-treat through 3 beautiful environments full of Double Fine humor and story. Complete quests, build your party, and collect costumes along the way that allow you to transform into powerful champions and take down the evil. The heroic holiday tale will capture the imagination of kids and kids at heart. So, you know, obviously a little bit dated in terms of, you know, Halloween did just pass, but a fun game to go through, and it's one of those games that you can come back and play any Halloween. So check that out, $1.99 on that. Next up, we got Party Hard, 80% off for $1.99. Awesome throwback visual style to this one. 3,100 Steam user reviews, 85% positive. It's 3 a.m. Your neighbors are having a loud party. Stop them. Party Hard is Tiny Build's award-winning stealth strategy game about ruining parties by any means necessary. A not serious story that follows a series of murders throughout the USA. 19 unique levels with random variations on each one. Use traps, cause explosions, become a ninja, multiple unlockable characters, local co-op multiplayer, special random events like a bear coming in and killing everyone for you. Trigger the DA, SWAT, paramedics, or firefighters to come in and ruin the party, and 5 playable characters as well. $1.99 for Party Hard. Next up, we got Metal Slug 3. This deal is about to end, so jump on this as soon as possible if you're interested in Metal Slug 3, the masterpiece in SNK's emblematic 2D run-and-gun action shooting game series. Still continues to fascinate millions of fans worldwide, and, you know, throwback action side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Metal Slug's always a pretty fun time, and for $1.59, I think it's a worthwhile pickup. You do have online co-op in this, and they do have a 2-pack for $2.59, so if you want some throwback action from SNK, you'll find that with Metal Slug 3. Next up, the Tomb Glazer is back at it again. Tomb Raider 2013 is 85% off for $2.24. You guys know me. I love Tomb Raider 2013. I think it's a phenomenal, phenomenal game. I played it back when it came out, paid $60 for it, and yeah, it's an outstanding game. Not super lengthy, but if you want to get started with the Tomb Raider Origin Story trilogy, this is obviously the game you start with. The visuals still hold up quite nicely. The gameplay is great, and the story's quite good as well. I think the story in Tomb Raider and ROTR are great. They kind of go off the rails with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Tomb Raider 2013, they're $2.24 on that. Next up, if you want a game that you could just kick back and relax and have some mayhem in, Saints Row the Third is 75% off for $2.49. You know, Saints Row was a franchise that a lot of people were super into for a long time, but I really do feel like Saints Row the Third elevated the franchise for a lot of people in the sense that it set itself apart from GTA by going so zany, so off the wall, just absolute chaos and mayhem is what Saints Row the Third brought. Now, that's not to say this game is perfect. It's far from that, but it's a game you don't have to take too seriously, and you can literally just kick back and enjoy the insanity. Now, sometimes that's not what people want want out of their games. If you want something more gripping from a narrative standpoint, you're not going to find that with Saints Row the Third. But if you want something that encapsulates that pure fun factor, oh yeah, Saints Row the Third has that all day. $249 for it, I think, is great. The full package is $374, which is a good pickup as well. Next up, Trine, the Enchanted Edition, is $299. Trine is a really, really gorgeous game from a visual standpoint. Like, I think the art style in this game is great. Gameplay, I found it to be fairly basic, but totally serviceable. Like, the game came out back in 2009, so as far as a puzzle platformer goes, it's gonna be a little bit dated in that regard, but I feel like the art style and the aesthetics still hold up really well. This is a franchise that has persisted for so long, so, you know, credit to them, but yeah, 4,500 reviews, 94% positive, so just shy of overwhelmingly positive, but a good deal on that. Next up, the aforementioned 11-Bit Studios is This War of Mine, $1.99 on this. Just a phenomenal game in terms of creating a compelling and atmospheric war story. I've talked about this game ad nauseum, but I think it's one of the more unique games that you can come across. You know, a lot of games use war as a backdrop for stories. However, they usually put you at the center of a, you know, a powerful soldier, or the main character in the sense of, oh, this dude is gonna get some stuff done amidst this war. That's not what This War of Mine is. It's more of a grim reality of war and the horrors of war, and it does a good job of showcasing that in this emotionally gripping game. I think for $1.99, it's great. Like, I really do wonder what the 11-Bit Studios thought process in creating some of these games, because they try to tackle gaming from being more of a emotionally gripping experiences, and even with the altars, like, that's a game I gotta spend more time with, but it's just so unique in that regard. Like, they are one of the more creative groups of minds in gaming, I feel, and they deserve more credit, but $1.99 for that. Great deal there, definitely recommend that. Next up, we got Styx Master of Shadows, $1.99 on this. I remember when this came out, it was super cheap. $29.99, I believe, was its initial price point, and I checked it out. It's like a totally, like, serviceable action stealth game. You know, you got this main character that, you know, some people will find him to be likable, and it's an infiltration game with RPG elements taking place in a dark fantasy universe. $1.99, I think, is a good buy. 4,000 reviews, 81% positive. If you want an action stealth game, you'll find that there. Moonlighter, 90% off for $1.99 on this. Action RPG with roguelite elements, kind of unique in design, where you have the everyday routines of the main character, Will. He's a shopkeeper, but you also have this adventure of his heroic endeavors, so to speak, where you'll fight as well. Throwback pixel graphics art style, that looks great. $1.99, pretty good deal on that. And then lastly, we have Papers, Please, 66% off for $3.39. 37,000 reviews, 97% positive. Congratulations, the October Labor Lottery is complete. Your name was pulled for immediate placement. A report to the Ministry of Administration, one of the better received games on Steam, with quite a bit of replay value as well. More of a narrative-driven political game, but check that out. $3.39, incredibly well-received as far as that's concerned. Came out over a decade ago, but yeah, overwhelmingly positive on that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of Steam game deals under the price of $3. Again, with these videos that are super cheap, I try to mention games that I've played, and games that I haven't played either, but are received really well. I can't get across to playing everything. But we also have Death Fungeon that's available for free, so check that out. A lot of deals available, links to everything as always in the description box below, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.